Snapchat, good morning, good morning. Yes, yogurt and selection. What more could you need? This, boys and girls, the sun's out. The sun's out. Oh, yes. So, if you guys want to see how to make a quick and easy breakfast, because I hate long breakfasts, this is what you start with. Natural yogurt, organic. So I take a few spoonfuls of this, maybe 4. Let's do 5. That should be enough to start. Finally, add fruit. So I got a banana here, and I got a few apricots. Or use whatever fruit which is in season or which you like. I just use banana and apricot. Then after that, it's time for this stuff. I don't know what it's called. Let's see. Oh. Okay, it's just oatmeal. Right. Add oatmeal. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you can pretty much start eating this, but because I have a sweet tooth, I gotta add a little bit of dark chocolate, the healthier chocolate, and some raisins. And if you don't like dark chocolate or raisins, you can use something like honey. Just don't use like white sugar. I think white sugar is the worst thing to use, so that's what you can. I started eating this kind of stuff because my girlfriend is into this kind of stuff. She's all into like the oatmeal and the yogurt and all that kind of stuff. That's how I got into it. I used to be a huge cereal fan, used to eat a lot of cereal, but I realized how much sugar is actually in cereal. It's actually ridiculous how much sugar there is. Like, I knew the Cocoa Pop stuff isn't that good, but like the Jordan stuff and the Crunchy Nut stuff, I thought it was okay. Like, obviously the Frosty stuff is gonna have a lot of sugar, but like in this one, okay, Jordan's Country Crisp, you got 93 grams of sugar in a 500 gram box. And guys, I'm not an expert on diet and nutrition, but when I do the research about it, what is the difference between natural and processed sugar? Well, most of these cereals have what's called processed sugar or sucrose. And sucrose has absolutely no nutrients. It's been processed so much there are no nutrients in it. But fruits, more slowly broken down by the body so you don't have these energy swings and these mood swings, and they boast a lot of vitamins and minerals. It's just a better choice. Simple principle for a happy life, for a healthy life. Clean and lean. Keep it. Currently in a coffee shop in Bern. Pretty nice one actually. Definitely recommend you come to Effinger if you ever come to Bern, Switzerland. But right now I'm just doing some LinkedIn, trying to contact coaches. A lot of them actually. I spent a lot of my day on LinkedIn today, just trying to get someone on LinkedIn to just accept my request and kind of just get my name out there pretty much. I try and find people with a similar background to me or same nationality to me or similar story to me. So like I found this guy. He's actually manager under 23 of Burnley, and he was educated he's got a really interesting story. He was educated at Cambridge and was working on the trading floor there, so I imagine what was pretty decent money, taking a massive pay cut to get in coaching football. And he worked in London, he worked in New York. Looked like he was really living kind of dream life in banking, and I'm reaching out to him because he does have a similar background to me. I was working in banking as well, and I took a massive, pretty much a pay cut to do what I'm doing now. So if I can reach out to him, tell him about my story, then maybe he can offer a word of advice. Maybe it'll lead somewhere, who knows? So let's try it. Example with this guy, I found him, I was just reading one of his posts. He is the captain of Cambridge United. I think they're a League 2 or conference team in England. And he was talking about, letting nothing and nobody letting him stand in the way. And what else did he post? He posted something about the heart of a champion. So he was posting something about Anthony Joshua, which I really related to because I listened to what he said after his fight and stuff like that. So I reached out to him and said, just introduce myself, and you never know where introduction can lead you to. A word of advice to everyone is don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid, because the worst that could The worst that can happen if you reach out to somebody and ask like if they can help or just introduce yourself is that they don't respond to you or they say no. And what happens if they say no? Are you gonna die? Are you gonna cry in your bed? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Don't be afraid to reach out, whether that's online or face to face, because you can never know. You can never know what happens. And if you reach out to 100 people or 1,000 people, 999 of them might say no, but it just takes that one person to believe in you, to take a chance, or even introduce you to someone else, which just creates everything for you. And that's the word of advice. Don't be afraid, and that's what we're going to do with this 100-day challenge. We're going to keep reaching out, keep hustling, and not be afraid. I'm Roller.